Oh my. All right. I was doing a live trading recap, but I just realized I didn't even press the recording button. Market is already open right here, 6:40, 6:50 now. And we're still just waiting. I am bearish on this market, but we're just going to have to wait. I need some confirmations before I do take any trade, and I'll explain the trade later, just so we can focus on the market here. I've literally explained everything, my analysis on the higher time frames earlier, but realized I was not recording, so that's very unfortunate. We'll see what happens here. I guess we can explain now. Alright, as we can see here, I was trying to take some longs, but it's just no confirmations right now. We inversed this 1 hour for value gap. We currently tapped into a 4 hour for value gap right there on the higher time frames. That's why we're very bullish now. Prices just dumped over the last week. I was hoping to tap into the EQ before taking any shorts, but we were not able to do that. Also tap into this 4 hour on the ES. So also looks good for an AMD setup in the down low, just because Asia consolidated, manipulated up on London, and hopefully the distribution will be on NY. But like I said, I was trying to take some longs just because we made an SMT right here. ES tapped into 1 hour right here, which seems to be respecting it, but we're just not getting any volume right now. Price is kind of consolidating, and I'm just afraid to take some longs just because ES is just so close to this 4 hour for value gap. And if we take a long on NQ and ES just somehow, moves up faster than NQ and taps into this 4 hour, then, NQ might just reverse right away. So I think the better move here is just to wait for a better short setup, and we'll go from there. But for me to be able to take a better short setup, I'd want NQ to tap into. We're already in a bearish for value gap, but maybe if ES taps into this 4 hour bearish and NQ just gives us a nice setup off of this manipulation leg, then I think that'll be nicer. I think this is just generated liquidity right here, so we'll see what it does. Man, I do that so many times where I'm ready for the day, I'm trading, I realize way too late that I'm not recording, and I think I just get too excited, to be honest with you. You can't blame me for that. It's Monday. Start of a new trading week, so okay, I think we're in some macros now. I'll see what it does. I love for ES to tap into this 4 hour, honestly, which I think it will now. Yeah, long setup would just be risky, so we're already halfway up. I think we just retrace back to that version as well. On ES, NQ haven't. So NQ might be the lagging asset for today, which looks like it is anyway. Very clear on that. We got an SMT right there. I don't want to take this short. It's risky business. If we don't get a trade today, we don't get a trade today. What? We'll see. It's literally, half of trading here. It's just waiting. Of course, we get an inversion right there. It's telling me to just do it. I might do it. It looks okay. It looks fairly okay. Some manipulation right there, I think. We'll take that. We will take that, ladies and gentlemen. There's one micro anyway, so we'll take it to a 5 minute. Or this unfilled 5 minute. Looks like a double top as well. We got an SMT right here. Might be a protected high. We might not want to trace back to that. Alright, we're in these shorts. Let's see what happens. It's 1:1. 1:1 is enough for today. Maybe we'll let it run. We'll put it in BE after. Here we go, it's running. It is running, it's running, it's running. Which we'll like to see. Didn't create an SMT there, which is nice. I don't want to put it to BE yet just because it's so close. We'll put it to BE once we hit this 1 hour for value gap right there. But it looks like it wants to run. We'll probably move our take profit and trail our stop loss. Just because I can see this going all the way down. Like I said, this might be a very good AMD setup too. So we can see here. Price in Asia just consolidated. We got a manipulation down low. Or up top. And now I'm hoping NQ will distribute lower. Okay, let's move our take profit here. We're still getting some good volume, so I'm not really worried of it tracing back. I think that was the 5 minute. I think that was my initial take profit right there, which it just edged anyways. So alright, we'll see what it does on this 1 minute for value gap. We're rejecting that 1 hour right now. Now, if we reject this 1 minute, like I think it's doing right now, then we'll be alright here. But right now, I'm willing to risk this break even just because we're on 1 micro anyways, and it wouldn't be too bad missing a trade like that. I can just see this going much more lower. That's why. So we'll go off our intuition here and what the market is telling us. Otherwise, I'd say, just take that 1:1 and be done for the day. But look at that. This is good confirmation just because we tapped in this 1 hour bullish for value gap. We left this 1 minute before it did that. And usually, if it rejects and respects this 1 hour for value gap, then we would inverse this 1 minute. But currently, the 1 minute looks like it's holding much stronger than the 1 hour, which usually means that, it might want to continue going down. We just opened up the new hourly candle, the 7 a.m. We would have hit our take profit right there. It's moving down. I think it's just manipulating right now. Yeah, we just inversed that 5 minute. Almost did. Alright, let's see what we can get from here. We retrace back into that line, so where is our limit order? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what this hourly does. Let's see what this hourly candle does. If it wants to continue lower or if it wants to reverse from here. Looks like we might get break even here. The reason being is that we opened that new hourly candle as soon as we tapped into that 1 hour bullish for value gap. That's why it's moving so much with volume. But you never know. We've already retested it on ES. This might dump still. Not too worried. Like I said, this is 1 micro, and based on my analysis, I could see it going way, way lower. I mean, I guess you could say I could have just taken that 1:1 and be done with the day, but not too worried about it. We're about to leave a 1 minute right here, which if we inverse, that would be very, very nice. I see. Okay. Alright. 7:04. Currently downstairs at our house right now. I'd have to go upstairs around 7:30. It's because my wife wakes up then to get ready for work. So I'd like to say hi to her. Good morning. Hopefully we get this done with before then. But if not, I'm just gonna have to hold it somewhere and leave you guys for a minute or two. You let me know if you take profit or not. Looking good. wonderful. That's what we like to see. Amazing, amazing. Can't see my limit, my stop order, unless I click on it. Currently targeting that unfilled right there. Unfilled 1 minute. You can see it running to here too though. Let's see. Let's see it running all the way. Give me a second, guys. Mic is off. Looks like we might be getting break even here, but we'll see. We will see. Alright, we got stopped at break even there. This might be a re-entry though, just because we made that SMT right there. Inversed it on ES. ES yet to trace back to it. We'll see what it does when it traces back to that. Alright, looks like it's not gonna give us that re-entry. That'll be this video for today, guys. We got BA for today, which we're fine leaving it at that. That was the volume we were looking for, honestly. But no need to try and, catch and look for another trade. It's just not giving us what we want. And we're completely fine with that. If we would look for just another trade right now, we would just be putting ourselves in a hole. Because, after the second one, what's what's stopping us for taking the third one or the fourth one? Sometimes you just gotta know when you need to leave the market and just go on about your day. So there's absolutely no need for us to try and catch another trade here. So we'll end it at that. We'll catch back up tomorrow and see what we can find. Deuces.